Hello, my friends. Okay, so this is a planetary weather report for July 12th through 18th, but I really want to focus on July 12th, 13th, 14th, because that's when something big is happening here that is kind of dominating the skies. This is for Aries rising and Aries sun, if you want to read it, listen to it for that purpose too, but I suggest people listen for their rising sign, but you can do whatever you want. Okay, so it's Aries rising. We're having right now for everyone, and sorry that the light is so crappy because there's a huge storm moving in, so I just lost all my light and there's fans on. Anyways, Venus, Mars in the sky right now are conjoining, coming together in the next couple of days, 12th, 13th, maybe 14th of July. What does this mean? Mars is the god of war, of strife, of separation, of will, of your get up and go, how you get things. And Venus is the goddess of love, beauty, pleasure, how you see beauty and pleasure in the world, your values, possibly money. And them coming together is like, wow, we have two opposites finally agreeing, finally coming together, a synthesis of opposites, a synthesis of will and values, how we action to get or attain, and desires coming together, reconciliation, compromise, blending of masculine and feminine, healing of opposites. Also in Leo, it's fun, it's playful, it's your will to shine and be your individual self, maybe taking the high road or being the bigger person, because it's like, look, let's just come together and work this out. It's a compromising, working together kind of attitude and situation, and it's fun and it's great. It's just maybe forgiveness even. I felt a lot of forgiveness last night out of the blue. It was just wow. So that is happening if you're an Aries rising, that is happening in your fifth house. This is really good. For an Aries rising, this is fun. Your fifth house is the house of, it's a place of Venus. It's the house of pleasure, romance, recreation, what we do for fun, maybe sex, romance, creativity, children. It's also, if you're a creator, like things you create, and if you make music, that's what you put out into the world. And this is really fun and really amazing to have. I hope you all have fun tonight or the next couple of days, because someone's got to, right? So yeah, Mars has been making that area of your life kind of unpleasant for many people, but for that area of your life, that is where Mars has been creating havoc for the past couple of weeks, since late June, early July, when he's like, hi, I'm coming through and I'm overturning everything and making everything crazy. And this is like, okay, great. Now we have this wound here. Mars messed everything up with regards to the Saturn-Uranus square that we've been dealing with for all year, and we're going to be dealing with next year, which is your 11th house of groups, friends, alliances, people you belong to, when you can look at them and say, oh yeah, I'm part of them. And then second house, assets, money, your earned income. Those are the areas that have been kind of kicked up by this Mars stuff, making things aggressive, making things rough. And Venus recently has come through in the past week to just try to say, let's fix this and let's figure it out and soothe things. And it did do some of that. It healed. But now Venus and Mars coming together in agreement, working together, the action and the will and the values and the beauty coming together. This is very good, very cohesive, harmonizing kind of energy coming through in your fifth house. That sounds really fun. I hope you do something fun. So I could leave it at that, but I want to go a little bit further because I feel that it has something to do with a bigger picture here, because I feel that this Mars-Venus conjunction point in the next few days is a turning point in the bigger narrative of, how do I get from A to B? I want to go from old life to new life, one level to the next level. And I feel a lot of people are in that, and they're not in either level still. They're just like, I'm in this nether region in between. And I feel that because this Venus-Mars point exactly sextiles to the minute almost where the last eclipse was, the last Gemini solar new moon eclipse on June 10th, that tells me that that's giving this a little bit of like juice. Like it's like it's like sparkling up. It's like the key that Mars Venus is already here is kind of getting polished or something, or fixed up or sharpened by something that might have happened, or someone that might have showed up around June 9, 10, 11 during that eclipse, because they're, I mean, literally to the degree sextile, and that just tells me something. Also, further, when we get the sun through this point again, when the sun goes through this exact Venus-Mars point in Leo, that would be August 9, 10, 11, you're going to see the sun's energy coming through and sharpening this tool even more. It's like going to the locksmith and getting a key that's like janky and rough, and then you go back and they fix it and you're like, oh, now it totally works. That's what I see as coming through in with the stuff from June, and then the stuff from mid-July, sharpening that tool, that key of that turning point, so it can better show you or guide you through what is happening. Like, pieces falling into the puzzle piece, kind of falling into where it needs to be a little bit. It might not be perfect, but you're getting a little bit more of a lay of the land, saying, okay, I see this now, pushing us towards the new world. What is the new world? Well, this last eclipse that we had in Gemini, that's one of the last ones we're having on the Gemini-Sagittarius axis, and we're going to start now having Taurus, Scorpio eclipses happening, and that's all great. Everyone's saying great, who cares? But the Taurus-Scorpio axis will be in absolute direct communication with the Saturn-Uranus that will square, that we've been grappling with, and that we will continue grappling with next year. So for you, 11th house of friends, groups, alliances, 2nd house of money, earned income, assets, that's going to be still up in the air next year. Now with added eclipses, it's like the cereal, it's like now with more, like it's like that area with eclipses, and eclipses are like, here's the river, but wait, there's a whole other river coming over here, and you're like, oh, I'm going on this new river path or way, and it just opened up. It's unexpected. Like, eclipses are narrative changers anyway, so it's like I feel that the realms that we're kind of navigating right now, we're kind of in between the Gemini Sagittarius stuff, and then which was for Aries rising, things to do with spirituality, religion, maybe higher learning, belief system, ethics, and things to do with daily life, siblings, neighbors, your daily routine. And we're moving more into that 2nd house of assets, earned income, and also other people's money coming from other people, debts owed to people, things like that. So I would definitely pay attention to the things that are happening now, this July 12, 13, 14, and then maybe something that just sprinkled a little dust onto it from the June 10th area of that eclipse. And then when the sun comes through to just kind of brighten things up and sharpen that key, August 9, 10, 11, something around there, giving you a hint more of how do I turn that key to access the new level that we're trying to get to here. So that is Aries rising, and I feel that I feel that is good, and we will, but definitely this whole 5th house stuff for you coming through right now, this is fun and amazing, and whatever happens, I hope it's something good, and I hope you have fun, and it enlightens you and further sharpens your key going forward. So I'll be back next week with more. Thank you.